In every country, in every language, people speak about the weather. But I want you to confidently speak about the weather in English. Today we will look at important vocabulary, but also common questions you can ask to start a conversation about the weather. This lesson is going to begin with simple vocabulary, and it will get more advanced as we continue. I love giving you a chance to review at the end of my lessons. So I have a test for you with 20 questions. Yes, 20. At the end of this lesson, can you please let me know your score in the comments? Did you get 20 correct out of 20? Or maybe just 15 correct out of 20? Let me know. My name's Arnell. Let's start. The basics. These are the words we often use to describe weather. You can see the noun, adjective, and verb forms. What about the X's? Is there no verb form? I'll explain this later. Let's do examples together. Noun. The sun is shining today. I love it. In the summer, the sun sets late in the evening. And sets means goes down. In the summer, the sun sets late in the evening. Adjective. Today it is sunny. I love sunny weather. And in English, we always use it to describe weather. The weather is it. Remember this throughout the lesson. Next one, noun. I don't think the rain will stop anytime soon. Plants need rain. Adjective. There's not much to do on a rainy day. It's going to be wet and rainy all day. Wet and rainy is a common combination. The soccer match on Friday was canceled because it's going to be wet and rainy all day. When we speak about the weather, we often use going to for the future. It's going to be wet and rainy tomorrow, next week, next month, etc. Verb. It's raining. The ground is wet. It rained last night. I got rained on before I made it to the office. And get rained on means it rains on you. You get wet. When was the last time you got rained on? Noun. The wind is blowing. You can hear the wind. Adjective. Windy days are the best days for surfers. It's too windy to hold an umbrella. I love snow. You can see animal footprints in the snow. Adjective. I love being warm and cozy inside when it's cold and snowy outside. Cozy. Cozy. A great adjective. It means you feel warm and safe. Like this picture here. Cozy. Verb. Look outside. It's snowing. It snowed last night. And what do we call one tiny piece of snow? A snowflake. A snowflake. Snowflakes are pretty, aren't they? That cloud looks like a rabbit. I see a few dark clouds. It might rain. Adjective. The sky was cloudy all morning, but it finally cleared up. Clear up. Clear up is a phrasal verb. We use it when it is cloudy or rainy, and then finally the clouds disappear, so the sky is just blue. And cloudy is a negative adjective. Cloudy means rain is coming. This is cloudy. We wouldn't look at a bright blue sky with white clouds and say, it's a cloudy day. Cloudy means rain is coming. So what do we say? What do we say when there are no clouds? It's a clear day. Today is cloudless. And we often make sky plural. We are expecting clear skies all weekend. The bright blue skies put everyone in a good mood. The fog was so thick this morning, I could barely see the road. Adjective. It was a cold, foggy morning in San Francisco. You know, when it's foggy, it's like this. It's hard to see things. The mountains were hidden by a layer of mist. It was a calm, misty morning, perfect for a walk. Cloudy, foggy, or misty, what's the difference? Well, cloudy is in the sky. You know, misty and foggy are closer to the ground. Fog is thicker than mist. Next one. Humidity. Humidity. Humidity is the amount of water in the air. We normally see this. Humidity, 50%. Humidity, 20%. The humidity today is over 80%. It feels so sticky outside. You know, when you leave the house, you feel wet, but it's not raining. Plants grow well in environments with high humidity, like in the rainforest. It's hot and humid today. Don't forget to drink a lot of water. Instead of hot and humid, we can say muggy. Muggy. Muggy is not nice. You know, if it's muggy, the air feels kind of thick. So heat plus humidity can make things feel muggy. Okay, let's get back to the X's. Are the only verbs rain and snow? When we're speaking about the weather in a casual conversation, the other words don't have verbs. I mean, sun can also be a verb, but it means to sit or lie in a sunny place. Gabby spent the morning sunning herself in the backyard. The lizard sunned itself on a rock. I mean, this verb isn't used to describe the weather. It's more an activity. So there are possible verbs, but they are not commonly used to speak about the weather. Basic vocab, done. Let's get more specific and move on to another list. Breeze. Breeze. A gentle, light wind. We like breezes. Breezes are positive. I opened the window to allow a breeze to come into our office. We often say a cool breeze or a warm breeze. Both are nice. There was a warm breeze as we walked along the beach. So pleasant. Adjective. It's a nice, breezy day, so I'm walking to work. Gale. A strong wind. The gale blew down several trees during the night. Campers were warned of approaching gales and were advised to pack up and go home. Approaching means coming. A strong wind is coming. Blustery. Blustery. Very windy. Gale or blustery? Well, first of all, one is a noun and one is an adjective. Blustery is more casual. It just means very windy. You can go out on a blustery day. Be sure to put on a jacket. It's blustery out there. A gale can be a problem. A gale hit the coast last night. Hail. Hail. Balls of ice. You know, hail can be small or big. We could hear the hail pounding on our roof. My kids were excited when it started to hail. They went out and collected the small balls of ice. Sleet, sleet, a mix of rain and snow. Sleet made the roads slippery. It's raining now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it starts sleeting. Drizzle, drizzle, a light rain, a little rain. The drizzle didn't stop us from going on a walk. You don't need an umbrella. It's just a bit drizzly out. You can use your hood. It was drizzling a bit this morning. Downpour, a heavy, sudden rain like this. We got soaked in the downpour. Soaked means very wet. Ugh, soaked. It's pouring out. Look at all the puddles. If it doesn't stop pouring, our yard is going to flood. Okay, we've looked at a lot of vocabulary for rain. Rain, drizzle, downpour. But what about a short period of rain? Maybe for a few minutes. We call this a shower. A rain shower. Yes, just like when you shower. We had to wait under the trees until the shower stopped. Showers are expected later this afternoon. Storm, storm, strong winds, rain, thunder and lightning. Thunder, thunder. I like the sound of thunder. I think it's cool. Lightning is the electricity in the sky. Lightning, lightning. The storm caused power outages across the city. A storm's coming. Are there any windows open upstairs? My flight was delayed due to stormy conditions. I heard it's going to be stormy over the weekend. Right. We've just finished looking at the most common vocabulary you'll hear when talking about the weather. But there's a lot more to cover, so let's keep going. It's hot out today. I can't stand this heat. What's the temperature? The thermometer says 85 degrees. 85? Are you sure? Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Oh. Let's unpack this conversation. First, we can see hot, the adjective, and heat, the noun. Can't stand is a great phrase which means can't tolerate or hate. Like, I can't stand rap music. Or Beth and Mark can't stand each other. What's the temperature? What's the temperature? A simple question. You know, temperature is how hot or cold a place is. How can we check the temperature? We use a thermometer. A thermometer. Let's look at a thermometer for a moment. In the USA, people use Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. But in many parts of the world, people use Celsius. Celsius. So, for example, 32 degrees Celsius is equal to approximately 90 degrees Fahrenheit. When we say the temperature, we say degrees. Degrees. You know, this little symbol here is degrees. 1 degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, etc. Let's read some more temperatures. I'll use a combination of Fahrenheit and Celsius. What's the temperature today? Today it is 14 degrees. I could say Celsius, but usually that's already clear. Today it is 75 degrees. It is -5 degrees. When the temperature is below zero, we say minus. Minus 20 degrees is typical in many parts of Alaska. The last thing about temperature, when it's already clear we're speaking about the temperature, we don't need to say degrees. Today, it's 14. Today, it's 75. Clear enough. What about you? What's the temperature today? I need to check the weather forecast. The weather forecast. This is a weather forecast. Many times when we are speaking, we just say forecast. The forecast says it's going to rain. Can you check the weather forecast for this week? The forecast was wrong again. It said it was going to be sunny all day, but it was just overcast and rainy all afternoon. Overcast. What's overcast? Remember the adjective cloudy? You know, if it's cloudy, there are lots of dark clouds. Overcast means gray and cloudy. Look at these two pictures. It's overcast. The sky is just gray. But don't worry, many times cloudy and overcast are interchangeable. I'm chilly, I'm cold, I'm freezing. I'm warm, I'm hot, I'm boiling. Chilly is a little cold, and then freezing is super cold. Warm is a little hot, then hot, and boiling is super hot. Yes, just like when you are cooking, you need to boil water. We can say the same thing when we are super hot. I'm boiling. We can talk about ourselves or just the temperature. This room is chilly. This room is cold. This room is freezing. Today is warm. Today is hot. Today is boiling. What about you? When was the last time you were freezing? When was the last time you were boiling? Let's look at another forecast. Whew, it looks hot. A heat wave is coming. A heat wave. Definition, a period with extremely high temperatures. During the heat wave, temperatures reached 40 degrees. That's too hot for me. I wouldn't survive. I remember the heat waves we'd get in summer. My sister and I played in the sprinklers and ate popsicles to keep cool. So a heat wave is a period of time, like a few days or a week. But what about one really hot day? Just one day. We can call it a scorcher. Today is going to be a scorcher. A scorcher. Yesterday was a scorcher, so we spent the whole day at the pool. Friday is going to be a scorcher. 95 degrees with 70% humidity. I'm not leaving the house. We've looked at a lot of weather vocabulary, but how can we start a conversation about the weather? And it depends if we're speaking to someone in a different country or standing next to someone. Let's start with distance. Imagine you're on a Zoom call. What's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? What? Like? I like the sun? I like the rain? This question here means give me information. How's the weather where you are? How's the weather where you are? Repeat after me. What's the weather like today? How's the weather where you are? There are so many different answers you can give. Today it's sunny and 32. It's a bit windy and chilly. Right now it's overcast, but I think it'll clear up by the afternoon. What about your weather? How's the weather where you are? Answer this question in the comments. What's the weather like where you are? When two people are next to each other, things are different. You don't really need to ask about the weather because you can see the weather. To start a conversation, people often say, "It's a nice day today, isn't it?" "Ooh, it's chilly today, isn't it?" "It's hot today, isn't it?" This little part here is called a question tag. It's a mini question we add to a sentence, but it's often not a real question. I have a full lesson on question tags, which I'll link down below for you. It's nice today, isn't it? It's beautiful out. It's chilly today, isn't it? I'm freezing. I checked the forecast and apparently it's going to get to -10 on Friday. It's hot today, isn't it? This heat is unbearable. But I think we're getting some rain soon, which will cool things down. I hope the weather improves. I hope it gets cooler. I hope the rain stops. We often use I hope when we want there to be a change. The good news is people often don't speak about the weather for very long. I'm sure it's the same in your country. It's usually just a couple of minutes max. I mean, the weather isn't always so interesting, is it? Are you ready for a test? I think it's time to review today's vocabulary. Okay, here we have it. And this test is too big for my video, so you'll only hear me. For each sentence, please choose the right answer. Pay attention to the verb, noun, or adjective forms. That's important. Pause the lesson to do this. And here are the answers. How did you do? Leave me your score in the comments below. I love seeing that you've taken my test. Answer some of the questions in the comments. Give me a few example sentences. I can't wait to make another video for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.